The town of Wolfsburg is located in the heart of Germany and is not only the spiritual home of Volkswagen, but is also the site of one of the company's biggest factories. Across the canal from the famous red brick power station, you'll find the equally vast Autostadt, an impressive tribute not only to the products of the Volkswagen family, but to the automobile in all its forms. The visual spectacle begins before you even enter one of the modern steel and glass buildings, with well-known models like the Porsche 911 Carrera and VW Scirocco rubbing shoulders with the rare 1930 Silver Arrow Grand Prix car. We'll get to the cars in a moment, but before we do, let's find out a bit more about the Autostadt itself.
We have to go a bit to the past because it started all in the mid of the 90s. And Volkswagen was thinking of how to present itself for the upcoming Expo show in Hanover, which should open in year 2000. And so it was very soon clear not to do something at the fairgrounds in Hanover, but to do something sustainable which will last longer even than the Expo in Hanover will last. So, and the team went through all the world and developed this concept of this theme park, which then became the Autostadt, that opened on the 1st of June, year 2000. So what is the idea? I mean, we have lots of pavilions, which are in the inner circle of the Autostadt, representing the different brands from Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda. You have seen them all. We have this outer ring, with the Zeithaus, for example, the Time House, which is our car museum. And one of the special things in this museum is that we are not only representing the brands of VW, but about 60 different brands. We do have a Mercedes up there, a Jaguar, a Ford, whatever you like milestones in the history of cars. So this is one of the first tricks representing how Autostadt is working, surprising the people who come here.
And surprise you most certainly will be. Whether it's the winged American land yachts of the 1950s or the dinky city cars that helped mobilize Europeans during the 1960s, the array of cars on display is nothing short of breathtaking.
And we have 3 exhibitions running in this area. This is the newest one. This is the cars that this very famous rally legend, Walter Röhrl, I mean, people know them. He drove 2 times, he didn't want it, but I guess he drove 2 times the Africa Rally. He didn't win it, he won Monaco. He did this very famous Pikes Peak. He was the fastest guy, I guess, ever, with a car pretty similar to this Audi. So, and we do have the cars that he drove. And this is like a special we do have now for approximately half a year. And when you go through the other through the exhibitions, there is one which is like on this side, and where we have all the cars, which is like couples or 3 cars together, and they all have something in common, and something you don't perhaps even think of. So what is a Trabant and a Corvette? They are a couple here. So what is combining them? They're both made of plastic. And then the 3rd exhibition, which is still running in the Zeithaus, we represent milestones of the history of cars, and that we focus on design and designers who created those cars. So not only technique, but like why is this a milestone in the history of cars? So, and then when people come in here, they of course find the Beetle. And then they start talking about, well, you remember our first holiday in Italy when we drove there, or with the bus, with the microbus. So, and then people stay here, and then they're going to return as well, because like they stay all the day there in the Zeithaus, and then they recognize in the evening, okay, we missed the rest, so we have to return.
Back inside the main building, you can get a glimpse of VW's operations on both the macro and micro levels. There are cross-sections of different models at varying stages in the production process, as well as an interactive map illustrating the company's enormous global footprint. Young car fanatics also get a chance to practice their driving skill and even obtain their first license. For those who already have their real licenses, there's another entirely different reason to visit Autostadt.
these two towers, each having the capacity of 400 cars storing inside. The cars are in there for approximately 24 hours. Why? The cars are already sold, so the people are picking up their cars here at the Autostadt. So they bought it somewhere at their dealer somewhere in Germany, and they come here to pick it up. So, and we did this since the opening. More than 2.5 million cars have been delivered to customers.
It's a pity South African Volksy lovers don't have a similar option for collecting their new GTI, Polo or Tiguan, but who knows? Perhaps in the long run Volkswagen SA could be persuaded to build our very own motor city in Eitenacher. For now though, a visit to Autostadt should definitely feature on your automotive bucket list, whether you're a VW fan or not.
This place is not built up in order to be a profit center and to make margin. Because we are close to the people and we want to offer people a good time. And we know that people, when they come here and they had a good time, they relate it to the group or the different brands. So from our market research, for example, year by year, approximately 100,000 people take the decision to buy a car, either of VW or another brand of the group, after the visit of Autostadt. And I guess, especially for the future, this emotional value that we can offer is something which even will increase.